We are getting ready to slot the bridge, but I want to take a minute and explain how I've arrived at this measurement. The first thing you do is switch to metric. Why? Well, because metric is divisions of 10. And if you have divisions of 10, that allows me to use this formula, which works on a percentage of the scale length. So the total scale length is 64.9 centimeters, or 649 millimeters. For the placement of the bass string, we take this theoretical distance, which is from the nut to this line right here, is 64.9 centimeters, or 649 millimeters. We multiply that by 0.097, and the number we come up with is 6.10 millimeters. That is the distance from that theoretical point to the proper compensation for the low E string. Come over to the treble side, we take that same formula, 64.9 times 0.047, and that gives us 3.05 millimeters. And this is the compensation for the first string, from the theoretical line to this compensated line. I have had a few people ask this question, a very good question. When I'm doing a compensated nut, which I will be doing in this case, this line represents the back of the saddle. If you're not doing a compensated nut, then this line would represent the center of the saddle. The other question that one of my subscribers recently asked was, well, can you use this for different scale lengths, from Martin to Gibson to Taylor, etc., etc.? Of course you can. Because it's based on a percentage, the difference between a Larrivée scale length and a Martin scale length and a Gibson is so minuscule that this works perfectly fine. Just remember that first step, convert to metric immediately, ditch the imperial. Now you can work on a percentage. This works very precisely, and you will hear it when we're all done. Time to make the cut. So because I am putting a compensated nut on this guitar, this line now will represent the back of the saddle. Now I've got my plate all lined up here. This is my stop point on both sides. This is exactly where we're making the cut. No guesswork here. Now I did want to mention that we have switched over to solid aluminum rails. We were using U-channel before, it worked fine, but we decided to go with solid rails just to stiffen up the plate even further. So these latest bridge slotting jigs will actually have solid aluminum rails, and we're ready to make the cut. Oh yeah, one other thing, I have mentioned this as well in other videos. This plate is a duplicate of the Bosch Colt router base. You will see engraved here front and rear. You have to be aware of that because the distance from the center to the front and the center to the back is not equidistance. Just wanted to point that out, pay attention. Do your dry run, take all the guesswork out, and we are ready now to make the cut. You can see why this is a hit with all the TechDeck guys, because it's the universality of the TechDeck as well as the universality of this bridge slotting jig that makes it so attractive. Here's a view from the other side, and you will see it as I pull it apart. All right, giddy up. Let's make the cut. Well, the way Darcy has this packed, it comes right out of the box, assembled, just like you see here. Open the box, lift it up, set it on the guitar, you're good to go.